Assalamualaikum, Miss Fatiha. Good evening and how are you? Firstly, we want to thank you for accepting our invitation for this interview session. First, let us introduce ourselves. Me, Mazwan Azim, and my teammate, Ahmad Wais, Azrin Shah, and Luqman Hakim bin Rosali. And another one is Muhammad Danish. Okay. First of all, we want to ask about your personal background. Firstly, can you tell us a bit about yourself?
All right, sure. Thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to join this session as well. So yeah, a little bit background for myself. My name is Nur Fatiha binti Rosali. I'm from Terengganu, currently stay in Shah Alam. Basically, I just finished my master from University Technology Mara, UITM, in Master of Knowledge Management from Faculty of Information Studies. So yeah, I just graduated actually. Besides that, I also holding the degree in information science, majoring in record management, also from UITM. And before that, I finished my diploma in information management, also from UITM, where is UITM Kelantan, right? So yeah, that is a little bit background for my studies. Apart from that, currently I'm working as executive at Student Alumni Center of UOW Malaysia KDU, which is a private university located in Glenmarie, Shah Alam, Selangor. So yeah, I have been working here at Student Alumni Center almost 3 years. Yeah, before that, I was at Lim Kok Wing University Cyberjaya, where I was as executive at registry department for about 2 years. So yeah, I think that's a little bit background for myself, for my studies, as well as what I'm doing now.
Okay, for the next question, can you tell us about uh, your involvement in study and alumni center department of UOW Malaysia KDU? Since when and how it started?
Alright, so yeah, at Student Alumni Center, I'm holding a portfolio as executive, where I'm leading the team for Global Career Placement Initiative. Yeah, what I do is I develop new contacts with external organization, other universities for any future collaborations, for marketing, for events, or anything, right? So yeah, that is first what I'm doing. Then I also involved as a coordinator for internship placement. So everyone for the students, everyone we want to go for internship, then we go through the Student Alumni Center. So I am become their supervisor. So I will do and check on them all the processes, make sure everything is okay. So if they gotten the placement, how they doing at work, yeah, just to make sure that they are okay. Also, I also manage most of the thing about career. So everything I do is about all about career, where we invite people to come to talk about industry, to talk about CEO come in to talk about everything, their experience and everything. So it's most of my involvement is where I manage students for their career, prepare themselves for their career. So yeah, apart from that, when they are finished study, so they are become an alumni. So what I do is I gather all the information, like what they do now, what they where they're working now, or even whatever they do. So I take all the information, and yeah, of course, we also organize event. So I do involve in do what like gathering, reunion for them. So we organize them so they can come back to campus as alumni, right? So yeah, I think that's some of my involvement at Student Alumni Center.
Okay, I want to ask a question. May we know why did you choose to be in Executive Student Alumni Center field instead of another field?
All right, nice question. All right. So how I started being at Student Alumni Center was I do go through the job description before I apply any position. So when I go through the job description, I think it's quite interesting where you will working with students, you're working with um, young people to bring them that they don't have any ideas, so we can bring them, we can guide them for them to prepare themselves for the work. So yeah, when if you ask me why I choose this to be my career, so because I think I'm more interested on job description when I apply the job, and yeah, of course I want to be part of the community as well.
Hi, Miss. Thank you for the previous question. So the next question is, what is the biggest challenge and difficulties that you ever face during your time as an executive student?
Right. So yeah, of course, I'm dealing a lot with a lot of people. We do a lot of events. So what I can say is the most difficult things will be the time management. So yeah, I need to manage my own time to make sure that everything is on track, everything that we do, we didn't miss anything. So yeah, um, we do call ourselves event organizer for the university itself. So when it comes to event planning, execute the event, there's a lot of things that you need to do, starting from contacting people to become your speaker, communicate with the speaker, yeah, about food, promote the event to get the audience to come. So yeah, I think the most biggest challenge that and difficulties that I have faced is time management. Because of course there is not only one. Yeah, I'm handling a few events, few initiatives at the same time. There is a timeline, deadline that we have to face, we have to follow, and to make sure that our checklist is checked, right? So yeah, I think that is the most important part.
Okay, Miss. For the next question, can you share with us your highest achievement since you have been involved in this field?
All right. Yeah. I believe that everything I do, I want to do the best. But I think the most thing that I have been handling when I start working with Student Alumni Center is handling or organizing a career fair. It was 2 days career fair. So it involved why I say it's a big event. So because it involves 2 days and it involves more than 40 companies that join. Sorry. So there are 40 companies that join the event. So it's not easy task for me. It's not easy things to communicate with a lot of people, handling everything, book allocation, payment, need to make sure that everything is good, everything is fine. So yeah, why I say I can consider this as proudest achievement because yeah, actually it's almost 500 audience that have came to the event, and yeah, most of them are happy. We try to ask them whether they are satisfied with the event. Yeah, of course they are happy. So this is most memorable experience I have been experienced since I will start working with Student Alumni Center.
Okay, next, can we know your target in the future or for this career?
Yeah, of course. I love to be part of the team. I would love to be a manager for this department, Student Alumni Center. Why I want to be a manager? Because yeah, I can do a lot of things. I can have my own team. We can brainstorm all the ideas, all the initiative, and yeah, of course, we hope that we can bring the best student life experience for the student in UO dan Malaysia KD.
Okay, thank you. For the next, I want to ask about your experience as a student. And as I know that you previously studied in UITM, and can you share with us the sweet moment, achievement, or a sad moment or in your university life?
All right. Yeah, like I have told you, I have been working for almost 5 years. I think more than 5 years actually. And yeah, I just graduated from my master. So it's actually I have been working and study at the same time during my master. So yeah, it is sweet, bitter moment I can say because of course in the daytime I have to work starting from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Then after finish my work, I have to attend class at 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. every day. So with that, of course, I must sleep early every day. And yeah, I have to wake up early to do my thesis, to prepare for the class and everything. So yeah, of course, during my weekend as well, I have to allocate sometimes. Most of the time, for Saturday and Sunday, I study for exams, or even tests and finish my tasks for thesis, like gather information, interview people, read a lot of articles as well, or do my research. I think this is one of the sweet bitter moment during my university that I can say it's not easy for me to finish my master, where you work at the same time.
So for the next question, as we can all agree by throughout this interview session that you are telling us that you are an excellent student in your previous university life, but during your college studies, do you ever join any extracurricular activities or do you just purely focus on your course?
Right, of course. I have a lot of experience joining a lot of events, and I be part of one of the club and society at my university back then. That club called ProStar. So Club ProStar is where a club that promote mental health, healthy lifestyle for the students. I was a president for that club during my time. We did a lot of events related to mental health, healthy lifestyle, such as blood donation week, fun run, or the biggest one we did is mental health week. So yeah, there's a lot of learning experience that I have learned throughout my journey with Costa Club. What I can say, yeah, of course, I learned a lot of things such as event management skills. I become an MC for the event, be a volunteer as well. So yeah, of course, be a leader when I was as a president. So yeah, I think if you ask me, yeah, I did join and active during my study for the co-curricular activities, despite being a student full-time that focus for my study.
Thank you, Miss.
Wow, so you are so active during your study life. We are curious to know, how do you manage your time to balance in both academic and extracurricular activities?
Yeah, it's not easy. Honestly, I don't even good in managing my time or even balance for academics and extracurricular activities during my study. So yeah, of course, what I do during my study is I always plan ahead my day. For example, I have meetings for club next Wednesday. So yeah, I finish everything beforehand, like for my assignment or everything. So I have my own to-do list. So actually I already for my day, and this really helped me to manage both academic and extracurricular activities. The most important part is you prioritize your work, your tasks, which one is urgent, which one is important. So yeah, of course, when doing your tasks, you must be focused. That is the most important aspect that you should have to balance between academic and extracurricular activities. Yeah, when daytime, there is always I spend my time to study, finish my assignment between the break. Or yeah, I love to go to library actually to spend my time to finish everything before I start my task for extracurricular activities. So yeah, this is, I can say this is one of how I manage my time to balance both academic and extracurricular activity.
Okay. So, did you face any difficult or problem to perform well in both academic and extracurricular co-curricular activities?
Of course, it's quite challenging to be a president of the club and to be perform well. I can say I perform well during my studies. Like I can say, you have to be focused on whatever you are doing. When you focus, you can finish your task or get enough help if you need, like get your friends to help you. Of course, get enough sleep so that you will have a lot of energy or even enough energy to work hard. And yeah, at the same time, you have to work smart, have your own to-do list. You know what is important for you and what is urgent for you. So I think that is most part that it is the most difficult part that you need to avoid to perform well during your study. Yeah, of course, there are days that I sleep late to finish my work, but of course, I always get enough sleep on the other day to recover myself. What I can say here is more about time management. So my difficulties would be more manage my time, my own time, in order for me to perform well in both sides.
Okay, Miss. In your opinion, is it important for students in this new era to explore their hidden potential, such as sports, creative arts, and others, during their college studies?
Of course, from my experience itself, I do learn a lot of things, and this bring my confidence when I join club and societies. I don't even know how to become an MC, I can say, for the event, but I think that is my hidden potential that I got and bring up during my studies, where if I didn't join the club and society, that I don't know I have hidden. So of course, if you ask me, I would say it's important for every student to try at least involve in every activities that organized by the university, even though you don't have any don't perform in terms of getting club society become one of the club members or anything, but yeah, just join the event that have been organized so that you will know and get at least what you know for yourself, like your hidden potential, I can say. So yeah, of course, who knows that if you don't know that you can play football, if you don't play football, you didn't join your friend to play football. So yeah, of course, it's important for every student to explore their hidden potential.
Okay, what is your advice to all students who are currently pursuing their studies at any university around the world?
All right, so this is quite important. I would say enjoy university life. Don't afraid to try new things. Be friend with everyone to build your network. Not only your circle of friends, but also everyone in different faculties or different studies with you. So yeah, most of the thing is you must enjoy your life, your university life.
Okay, we move to your experience as a professional. So as how do you handle your pressure at work?
Right, so this is hard question actually. What I can say, I work in a team, so we working together sometimes to help to reduce pressure at work because we have a lot of work to do. We have like 100 things to do in a day. So yeah, of course, as you know that I've been told you that I'm working to do an event, to organize an event, workshop, seminar, or even webinar. So we have to we need to have a strong team that make things fall into the place. Like we make sure the time is okay, the place is okay, the food is okay. So yeah, how did I handle most of the time I work in a team, so that can reduce my pressure and of course to make things done, right? So yeah, like I always say, how I manage my work is I always have my own checklist, um, for everything I do, for everything we do as a team. So if there is missing one part, then at least everyone can handle the pressure together instead of you be pressured alone, right? So yeah, how I handle it most of the time, I working as in a team in order for me to reduce my stress.
Okay, Miss. Do you agree that professional and personal life should be separated? Yeah, if you have any experience challenges, can you share with us?
Sure. Yes, of course. I agree that professional and personal life should be separated. That is why I can study and work at the same time. When I was employed few months, like starting working, then I don't know what I want to do. So yeah, I've been working and everything. So I think that is not good for me. So yeah, it's not only the thing that I want or like for like everything is there. So I think I have to do something for myself, for my personal life. So that's why I always go beyond that. I start do my master so that I have things for my work and I have things for myself. So yeah, I always separate myself, and I agree personal life can be separated. But if you enjoy what you do, um, it's easy for you to handle it.
Okay, can I know your scope of your position in Student and Alumni Center Department?
Right. Yeah. As a executive at Surya Center, I was given a big responsibility where I need to develop new contact with external organization. Like I said, I have to explore a lot and expand my employment opportunities. The students' opportunities outside from university. So for example, I need to go to companies to get them to know us. Yeah, to have better communication, so it's easy for us to communicate in future. So or even though to have explore new collaboration or anything. So yeah, in the scope that if you ask me what is the scope that position I handling is I be most of the thing like I become a key people that dealing with the big names, um, big big companies, yeah, bring everything into university.
Okay, thank you. For the next question, as a executive student and alumni center department, how do you deal with students and what are common issues that they face in their studies?
All right. So yeah, how I deal with students and what are the common that we face in their study. Okay, so of course, what I always do is I try to understand their situation, listen to their problem without judging. I always share my experience to them so that they can get the ideas to solve their own problem. with their own solution. So yeah, and in this case, I try to convince them in whatever they do, there is always a solution to it. So I try not to be the one who give them the solution, but I give them my own experience so that they can have thinking thought on what are the solution that they should make to solve their problems. So that is most thing that I do, which I try to understand their situation first and listen to their problem without any justification. I
Okay.
think that is my answer for that question.
Okay. So for last question for the experience as a professional, uh, what the most challenging that you that you face at your job?
Alright, so the most challenging task I can say I have to deal with external people like I said just now, with the companies, other university as well as people with higher position like CEO, director, and everything. So I think it's quite challenging where I need to prepare myself before I meet them, before I have meeting with them. So make sure everything, the information given is correct. And of course, they are happy to deal with us, which is my department, Sudah Alumni Center. So that is the most challenging part where I need to prepare to meet them. Like if I want to meet them next 2 days. So I have to prepare all the question. I have to prepare everything to make sure that the information given is correct.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So we move part of the reflection. So my question, who influenced you to apply this position?
Right. So yeah, it's always myself. When I apply a job, like I said earlier, I love to look at the job description. So try to understand how the work is done, to understand it correctly before I apply the job. So of course, I did the same to this position. When I apply for this position, I think I interested in the job description. That's why I apply for this job, this position, so that I can leverage my skills or as well as work with the community, like with the students, bring them the good in their student life. So yeah, it's always myself that influenced me to apply for this position.
In your opinion, has the youth work ethics changed in today's workplace?
Yeah, for my opinion, I think the youth today need to eager in to learn, so that they can adapt to every work ethic that have been changed today. I can say it's not like the before my time, before even my time. So most of the work now require to have extra skills. For example, I just give example that at least you should know how to edit photos so that you can make your task given your work more creative, more interesting, so that your boss will love your job. So that is why I think my opinion that youth today need to learn to adapt with the work ethic that have been changed in this now today.
Miss, okay, based on your observation and your opinion, what are the challenges in workplace that the fresh graduate will face?
Uh, right. So um, I think the most part is adaptability to the situation where when it comes to fresh graduate, you always used to be in university, your circle. So now you need to be open. So you have to prepare to talk to everyone that you didn't know at all, or even not even from your department, from your team. So yeah, what I can say is you have fresh graduate need to prepare to communicate well when it comes to work, and of course you guys need to adapt in the fast pace, I can say in a fast pace working environment now with the latest and advanced technology. Because like I said, when it was my time, maybe I just use Microsoft Word. Now you have to use Adobe to make things done. So yeah, I think my opinion is challenges where the fresh graduate have communication, need to face communication, like they have to be open and of course adapt with the fast-paced environment, working environment.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your opinion. So this will be our last question for this interview session. And I would like to thank you for accepting our interview session. And for the question would be, what is your advice to us before entering work environment?
All right, sorry. So yeah, it will be easy that if you guys already start your networking now from the student life, like you'll be friend with everyone, you involve in a lot of activities so that you will know a lot of people. So yeah, so that I think it will be my advice for you guys, and you guys still in university life before you enter the work environment. So yeah, create your own network so that you can communicate easily, because I can say the communication part is important, where you cannot shy. You cannot start you have to start the first conversation with a stranger when it comes to work. You have to get some help from other people that you don't even know at first place. So it's a best that you guys already prepare yourself before enter the workplace by having a good network so that you guys already familiar with the communication.
Thank you, Miss.
All right.
So for last one more thing I want to ask. Can not to ask I want to business card as a reference. We have done interview session with you, Miss. Can or not?
Sure. All right. So I can give you guys my business card. Yeah, you can have it. If you have anything, just contact me. If you have anything, there is some notes that you need from me, then just let me know.
Okay. Thank you, Miss.
Okay, Miss. I think that's all for today. Thank you for your cooperation and thank you for your time. We wish you success in achieving your target to become a alumni manager, as mentioned earlier. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Good luck to you guys. That's all.
Thank you.
You